Nagging and communicating is very different. A lot of you nag, and you're like, no, but I'm communicating. No, bitch, you're nagging. The Next Door Podcast. Welcome back to the Next Door Podcast. I am Bestie Next Door, and I'm like your bestie next door. If you like your tea to be extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you. Because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Guys, today is just giving a natural face. My lash tech said I need to take a break from lashes. So if my eyes look naked, it's my lashes. And I'm like, oh my God, no. But I am going to get my lashes done on Friday though. Because you know what? Got to stay cute at all times. I feel like I've been in this era of kind of like not doing too much anymore. I started embracing my features, and I feel like in my previous episodes, I used to wear, not that I wore a lot of makeup, but I would always want to put a full face of makeup. But now I feel like we know each other good enough. You guys know me good enough. I don't got to sit here and overshine. You guys know I could stunt. And, I just want to tone it down this episode. This conversation is more, intimate, more for us to like talk. So without further ado, today I'm not going to drink any American honey. I'm not going to have the Bestie cocktail because I know when I get the Bestie cocktail, y'all know I'll be on demon time. So today we're having red wine. This red wine was already opened. I actually had this for hubby's birthday, and it tastes so good and it's so sweet, and it still gives me like a kind of like, like it's a vibe. And I want this episode to be a vibe. I don't want it to be me being on demon time, cracking jokes. You guys know I could be funny, a little jokes here and there, but I just want it to be calm because I want us to talk really well. So without further ado, let's pour it up. You should be grabbing your glass of water, champagne, wine, juice, whatever you got. And cheers. First sip. I feel like wine tastes the best when it's chilled. Before we get into today's topic, just to clarify, because I know people have been DMing me asking me, oh, I want to get into your WhatsApp group chat. To get into the WhatsApp group chat, you need to have either the baddie blueprint or the digital blueprint. The reason being is because I don't want people in the group chat. I want everybody that's in the WhatsApp group chat to have the same objective. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't make sense for me to open the WhatsApp chat to the public and everybody's just talking about random stuff. I want it to be people who actually invest in themselves. That's the people that I want to network with each other and network with me, right? So the baddie blueprint is strictly leveling up only. Baddie blueprint is $70. The digital blueprint is $350. The digital blueprint includes everything that's in the baddie blueprint plus how to make money, taxes. Digital blueprint also comes with its own DFY course called DBA. I'm pretty sure some of you have been seeing DBA, viral on social media. It comes with DBA 1 and 2 as well. In that course, you learn about TikTok shop, you learn about stocks, you learn about how to do UGC. There's so many different things in that digital blueprint. Credit repair is also in the digital blueprint. Today's topic, we're talking about how to keep him still interested while you're in a relationship and when it's okay to walk away. Ciao. I hope you got your wine out. I hope you got your coffee out. I hope you got your water, whatever the hell you drink. I hope you got it out. Now, this topic is so interesting because you guys know I'm in a relationship and I don't really like to post my relationship a lot on social media because I don't want people's opinions. I don't like too many eyes. I don't want no evil eye. I'm happy. And when you're happy in your relationship and you're satisfied in your relationship, you don't have to overly post your man, like my man, because every time you my man, your man is going to my man you. Embarrassment. And we all know men can do little, and people, I want to clear this. People think embarrassment is cheating. It don't necessarily have to be that he physically cheated on you with another woman. It don't have to be that. It could be the slightest thing. We all know men be men. So that's the reason why I don't be like, my man is the, no, I don't even play like that. I don't play like that because I already know what the men be doing. So now, when you're in a relationship with a man and how you want to keep him interested is you have to really change up who you are and be evolving. I think that a lot of times most women, it's not that I know a lot of times most women get very stagnant once they get into a relationship. They don't care about their goals anymore. It's like they forget their whole brain. And it's okay to forget your brain when it comes to, the finances of, him paying the bills. But when it comes to you as an individual, you have to make sure that you stay with your look. Guys, I know this sounds so cliche and it sounds so, all right, we already know that. But you that's in a relationship, in order to keep your man interested, you must stay up with your looks and you must be busy. A lot of you get into relationships and you just look like it's like a whole 360. Now you don't go to the gym anymore. Now your back is bigger than ever. Now you're too busy focused on what he's doing. I want you guys to understand something. In order to keep a man interested, you have to keep your identity. It's so sexy. It's so attractive to men knowing that, damn, my girl, she wakes up, she go to the gym, she makes sure she eat clean, she makes sure she has her own things that she got going on, even though I pay all the bills. Because let me give you guys an example. And this is how I know that beauty plays a big role in relationships, right? And sometimes before I say that, sometimes some people like to say, oh, when you get older, your beauty starts to fade. No, 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 no. Beauty can never fade when you're taking good care of yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hello. So let me tell y'all my story, how I know. You guys know, if you don't know, I don't want to talk about it again, but I had a traumatic experience happen to me in the beginning of the year. And I added a ton of weight. Like I was bigger, like my biggest that I've ever seen myself in a long time. And I've noticed that with my man, like it's not like we were grieving, but at the same time, I noticed that, like I'm his wife, so he's gonna love me regardless. Like he's gonna love me, like no matter what. It don't matter what the hell I go through. I have noticed that about him. He really loves me for me. It's not just the way I look. It's just he loves me for my mindset. It's deeper than just my physical look, but my physical attributes play a part into the love he had for me. So I've noticed that, after whatever happened and like a month's passed, he started being a little distant. I was a little bit more heavier. But one thing about me, and I've always been like this, I've always cared about my image. I've always cared about my body. I've always been very self-conscious, like, oh, okay, I gotta make sure I go to the gym. I gotta make sure I lose 10 pounds. I've always been like that. That's who I am as a person. I like to look good. That's just me, right? And I feel like every woman should have that same mindset. You shouldn't let yourself go. So, when I was at my biggest and, he was still loving on me, but I seen the shift in his energy. And, it's when we can feel, right? So I already knew that I was going to get myself together. I was not going to allow life to happen to me. I was happening to life. Yeah, 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 yeah. So just because that happened, that didn't mean that wasn't going to be an excuse for me to gain a ton of weight and still have so much weight on me and say, well, this happened to me. Because at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck. Let me tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you the truth. Nobody gives a fuck about the traumatic experiences you go through. They don't care. They don't care. After it happened, they don't care. They're like, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. After the oh, sorry, they don't give a fuck. It's only you. So you have to make sure that whatever situation happens to you, whatever negative, traumatic experience happens to you, you got to pick yourself up every fucking time. And I'm going to drop the F-bomb every time, because let me tell you guys something, and I'm getting goosebumps. I've had so much shit happen to me within the past 2 to 3 years that you would look at me and say, bitch, how you do it? How did you overcome it? It's called resilience. It's called not giving up. And it's called knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. Hello. Love using myself as an example because I feel like you guys will be able to relate to what I'm saying better. And it's not like I feel like I'm too posh or I'm too good, right? Because I've been every situation you guys ask me about, I've been in everything. And it's crazy. And sometimes I'm like, you know what, God, I'm thankful that you allowed me to go through what I've went through because I have so much experience and wisdom to share with you guys that I can never judge somebody when they ask me a particular thing, right? So I was a little chubby or whatever. And then, a little chubby, fat face. Go to my video in February, January. You will see the difference in my face to how I look now. So, all those times, I was really down. And I was down, but I wasn't down like, I wasn't down. I was just down. Like, just like physically, I just felt like, damn, look at myself. I'm a little big, whatever. But then, you know what? You know what I did? I started going out because my man got used to me always being inside. He got used to my routine. And I'm saying this to connect to how to keep your man interested. My man got so used to my routine and me always being home that it got to a point where he just knew what I was doing. Like he'd be like, oh, well, he didn't want to ask, oh, how was my day? Because he felt like, well, I already know what she's doing. She's always in the house anyway. So I was like, you know what? I got to turn it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got to turn it up on his ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I signed up for the gym. I started going out. I signed up for the gym. I started losing weight really, really, really fast. Like I lost about 15 pounds in less than 4 weeks. I was not playing. Bitch, I was not playing. And that exact diet that I'm talking about is in the Baddie Blueprint. So for those of you who cannot afford the digital blueprint, get the Baddie Blueprint. If you want to lose weight, that diet that I did to shred weight really quickly is in there. And I also tied it in with working out. I was going out to the club. I was going out. You know that time I was telling you guys that I took a break off social media? That was the time I was going to the gym. I was going out, bitch. When I tell you he did a 360, he was on my line like, where are you? What you doing? He was on my body. He was on my body. So I'm saying this to you guys. In order to keep a man interested, you have to be unpredictable. The moment the man knows every single move you make, he knows when you pee, he knows when you shit, he knows when you come home, that's when it becomes boring. So sometimes when you feel like, oh, I'm getting too predictable. He knows everything about me. Like he's not even, giving me that attention he used to give me, having that lustful eyes he used to have for me. Check the way you look and check if your schedule is too predictable. Because when those two things become, oh, well, damn, she added 20 pounds. Well, I still love her, but I'm looking at Stephanie because Stephanie's disciplined. Stephanie's in the gym. Stephanie's eating her salad in the gym because she already knows that beauty pay the bills. Hello. Y'all remember when our moms and grandmas used to wear those little 90s and we as kids, remember, I'm a millennial, I'm a late millennial. Y'all remember when our grandmas and moms used to wear those little 90s? Those are what kept the bills paid. Yeah. You see, times may change, but the rules remain the same. Yeah. The look, the beauty, that pays the bills. And I really dislike when people say, oh, beauty face, because I've seen women that are in their 50s and 60s fit and look good. So beauty can only fade if you decide to let it fade. Hello. So you keep him interested by always changing up the way you look. Or go get your hair done. Change your hair. Like, look at me, guys. Episodes ago, I was wearing wigs for a long time. The reason why I was wearing wigs is because I didn't have the energy and time to deal with the maintenance of wearing my natural hair with tape-ins. Because with tape-ins, you have to have a lot of care. Like you have to make sure you get washes every 2 weeks, treatments. And I don't play when it comes to my hair being out. I always want to make sure I treat my hair. I don't overheat my hair. I don't have no heat damage. Like I'm very on it when it comes to my hair. So now, me wearing tape-ins, bitch, it gave me a whole different look. So now he's just like, oh my God, like babes, let me tell you, he cannot have his hands off of me. Every second, he's either touching my butt, caressing my face, just touching me. Every second, just looking at me. Oh, he's calling me every second, checking in. I want you to think of it like this, right? Because, this goes for wives, girlfriends, right? Think about it like this. Imagine you eating the same thing every single day. Imagine eating white rice for 6 months straight. You're going to get bored. You're going to get tired, right? You got to add some spice to it. You got to add some sauce to it. So change up. If you added weight, lose weight again. He's going to be like, whoa, you look good. If you have the same hairstyle, the same color, change your hair color. Instead of having the bob that he met you with and he always see you with, maybe add some length. If you have extensions, maybe, get a bob. If you're so wig, maybe wear your natural hair. Maybe do a leave out. If if your hair is not really, it depends on how your hair is, but you can do a nice leave out or a U-part wig. Do things to add some spice to your relationship. Sometimes it can be your tone. Sometimes you can say, baby, how you feeling? Like for a whole week straight, you could talk to him all sweet, like baby, how are you? That keeps him interested. The beauty, the being spontaneous, the treat your man good. Sometimes it don't, even though you want money from your man, sometimes you got to treat him good. Make him feel good. Make him feel appreciated for all the efforts he's putting into paying the bills, making sure he work hard to afford the life that you want to live. Sometimes cook him a big star meal. Like, babe, I cooked us a meal. I want to do a little picnic dinner for us with some candles and some wine for us to talk about our day to unwind. Maybe do some bubbles, a bubble bath. I'm telling you, all these little things, men are so simple. They really just want to be pampered. It's just that. Like, for example, my husband, his birthday was a few days ago. He's a Libra. Yeah. I got a lion Libra. Yeah. Don't remind me. He's October, so take it easy. So for his birthday, you know what I did? I decorated the whole house. The theme was black card. The whole house black and silver. Wore a nice little black dress with my booty hanging out. I didn't have to wear no makeup or whatever. I put my nice little jewelry on. I bought him 2 cakes. And some of you who have me on Instagram, y'all would have seen it already. A nice meal. Then I bought him some nice designer sneakers, right? He was so thankful. He was so happy. He was just so happy that like I made it all about him. It was just all about the foods he liked to eat. He was happy. He was so satisfied. And it'd be little things like that that makes a man feel like, you know what? I love my girl. I love her and she's the best thing that ever happened to me. You want to make your man feel like you are the best thing that ever happened to him. You don't want him to feel like, oh, damn, ever since this bitch got in my life, I'm so stressed out. I'm growing gray hairs. I'm losing money. You don't want him to feel like that. That's how you keep your man interested and your man hooked to you. And that's usually, to be honest with you, I'm going to tell y'all the tea. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's usually how I'm always getting proposed. Like, I swear to God, for the past, I could say the last 10 years of my life, I've been proposed to 3 times. Like, I kid you not. So take it from me. I know what I'm saying. I've always made men, how I did it. When people ask me, oh my God, how you get your ex to propose? How you got the last to propose? How you get these rings and blah, 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 blah. I always made men feel like they were lucky to have me. I've always made them feel like, damn, I'm so lucky. I'm not going to find the type of woman that's very intelligent, obedient, and knows how to treat me. It's very hard because one thing about me is I'm very good. I listen. I don't challenge my man. If my man is angry about something, and I'm telling you guys this as advice, when a man is angry, that's not your time to start shouting. When he shouts, you look at him and you be like, you don't even say anything. You just look at him. Let him shout. Let him get it all out. And you walk away. And then you come back and address that situation when it's more calm. The problem with most of you is you guys like to bicker when the man is bickering. And that's why the man's like, you know what? She's a headache. I can't deal with her. Sometimes even when your man is wrong, you don't need to correct him at the moment. Let him feel like he's right. Let him feel like he made the right decision. Then a few days, you be like, babe, Monday, what you did Monday was not right. It wasn't right. And I didn't want to correct you then. I just wanted you to calm down. I just want you to reason with me about why what you did wasn't right. It's not about always, like the problem with a lot of you is that you guys always want to correct a man immediately at the moment. Like, yeah, no, I need to tell him my point of view. No, he needs to shut the F up. He needs to listen to me. No, if you want a masculine man, you have to be feminine, even though we know that you can't keep a man that doesn't want to be kept. However, some of you are fumbling the bag heavy because of your attitude. You're like, no, if he's yelling, I gotta yell, I gotta tell my point of view, no, that's not how it goes. And I'm telling you how to be a woman because I learned it the hard way. Trust me, I learned it the hard way. I had to learn in my own man's house every time because I grew up around hardworking women. So, even now I'm still fighting that trauma of abandonment, right? I'm still having that trauma of abandonment of feeling like, damn, I don't know. Like I still got to make sure. I don't know. I gotta check his temperature, But even though a situation you're in may not work, but you would always have a guy in your corner ready to do whatever for you if you listen to what I'm saying. Be coachable, always look good, be disciplined, because discipline plays a role in a lot of you. A lot of you sit at home and be like, well, no, I want a man to pay all the bills. But some of you can't cook. Some of you don't listen. Some of you talk back too much. And I don't want to say talk back because I don't want it to make it seem like, oh, talk back like a man is your parent. It's not like that. But bitch, you be calling him daddy, so he's like your daddy. Hello. No. You know what? I'm gonna say it like that because some of you bitches be like, oh yeah, daddy in the bedroom. But when it comes to like day-to-day activities, all of a sudden he not your daddy. But you was shouting daddy at 11 p.m. at night. Daddy, yeah, ooh, like that. Yeah, so you got to respect him like your daddy. Hello. You got to respect that man like your daddy. Hello. No, all jokes aside. I'm not saying, because I know some people like to take my context. Some people like to take my content out of context. I'm not saying you should be a doormat. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to teach you how to play chess, not checkers. Half of these girls out here are playing checkers. You play chess, right? And in order to get a man to pay all your bills, so you have this soft life of, oh, I don't have to worry about money because my bills are already paid. I have my own car. He bought me a car, all these things. Learn how to cook. Learn how to shut the fuck up and look good. 3 simple things. When your man is upset, you should not be shouting, right? Cook some food. Know how to cook his favorite food, because we all know that food is the key to a man's heart. It's like all these things that we talk about on the internet and dating, all these things that we talk about, it's the same things that our grandparents used to do. The only difference is that we now have an upper hand, right? We can make money online. We don't have to deal with abuse anymore. And the men nowadays are not as abusive. And I'm not going to say all, but most are not as abusive as how they used to be in the past, right? So even with the females and males of today, we have broken all those generational curses, right? We have broken all those, my wife gotta be a maid. No, you don't have to be a man's maid. You don't have to. And I always say this, do not overwork yourself. A lot of you be trying to carry the championship of being the best cooker, cleaner, and taking care of the kids. That you're burning yourself out. You are going to age before your time, and he's going to still be looking young and fresh because why? He's not stressing himself out. Be smart. Use his card and say, babes, I'm not cooking. Yeah, we got to hire a cleaner. Listen, babes, let me tell you something. I cook, I don't clean. Yeah. I'm going to tell you basic secret. I have a cleaner. Yeah. I cook, I don't clean. I don't have the energy, nor do I have the time to be cleaning toilets, kitchen, bedrooms. We got like three bedrooms, and we got like 4 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. I don't have time to be cleaning all of that. Sorry, not doing, not happening. We're gonna hire a cleaner. I'm gonna cook on certain days when I know you're going to eat because you go to work all the time and you do end up eating out. And he doesn't like taking food to work sometimes because, he just, he doesn't want to overfeed himself at work, right? So I have a cleaner. My cleaner comes 3 times a week, cleans everywhere, makes sure everywhere's clean. I make sure the dogs are good. I cook him food. If he wants something in the morning, I make him a breakfast or I make him some coffee. I talk to him in the morning. Sometimes I give him a little morning. If I feel like it, not every time. It can't be all the time. You got to only give him the when he's on his best behavior. Yeah. And I don't nag too much. I don't nag. If anything, let me tell you guys the difference between nagging and communication. It's very simple. Nagging is like, you always do this. I hate that about you. That's nagging. Communication is, babe, I would like it if you stop doing X, Y, and Z because it makes me feel like X, Y, and Z. That's the difference. Okay? I want to make that very clear to you guys. Nagging and communicating is very different. A lot of you nag and you're like, no, but I'm communicating. No, bitch, you're nagging because you're too busy pointing the finger instead of saying, babe, I would appreciate if you stop doing X because it makes me feel like Y. He is going to receive the message better. Hello. Now, I want to tell you guys when it's time to walk away. Because I don't want you guys to stay in a situation too long and it's not working out. And you're just like, oh my God, I'm hoping for the ring and it's not working out. It's time to walk away, number one, when he's not making any future plans and he's not paying the bills. It's very simple. Because why would you be staying somewhere where the man is not paying the bills? Yeah. So, it's time to walk away when he is not making any future plans or it's not moving anywhere. Like, for example, if he's like, okay, I want us to get married, but he doesn't propose. And you guys been together for about 8 years. You're wasting your time. And sometimes, I don't want you guys to fall in the trap of the internet where they be like, oh, a man is supposed to propose to you in a year or 6 months. That's bullshit. I've been there, done that. That's bullshit. Don't listen to that. Bullshit. Because you have to also ask yourself, are you ready to be a wife? So it's not only about the man proposing to you, but it's all about, are you even ready to be like really tie the knot and carry this man's last name? Are you guys thinking about businesses that you guys can do together? Because that's very important. I feel like most couples don't brainstorm on the business they can do together. What type of generational wealth are you guys planning? Is he planning that with you? Like saying like, babe, what business idea would you think would make sense? Are you guys having those type of conversations? Because let me tell you something. Marriage is not just about, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Okay, yeah. No, it's about generation, because you guys coming together, you guys are creating the next generation. So you guys have to be brainstorming about, okay, we want to make sure we live comfortable now, but what about the generation after us? So if he's not thinking about that, or you're not thinking about that with him, and you can't see that with him, then babes, it's time for you to walk away. Because any man that you truly want to be with, or you see the future with, you're going to think about the generation after you. It's not just about, oh, the bills now. The bills now is there. But what about after? What about, okay, 5 years from now? Okay, babe, I'm thinking that maybe we should do this business. Or babe, how about you invest in this so that we can have for our kids? If you guys are not, listen, you guys should be talking about kids' names. Even though you guys are not planning to have kids right now, you guys should be brainstorming like, what would we name our kids? If you guys are not talking like futuristic, then babes, and you've been there for more than 2, 3, 4 years, walk away. Now, sometimes I want you guys to understand something. And Steve Harvey said this, and I'm just taking what Steve Harvey said, and I'm just going to insert this. Most times, guys don't propose because they're not financially ready. So before you walk away, check his finances. Even though he's paying the bills, is he financially ready to like start a family, be a husband? Is he even mature? Because sometimes men don't reach that maturity yet to be a husband. Because listen, let me tell you something. Being a husband, when a man becomes a husband, it's like when a man finds a wife, it's like a blessing to him. It's a different grace. It's a different level of thinking. When you have a wife, you don't think the same. You don't think like how you think with your boys. You think about, oh, my family, my wife. It's a different level of maturity. So you have to look at all these things, like look at all these aspects, like, okay, is he financially ready? Like he's paying all the bills. Okay, he's financially ready. Do you see that actual maturity in him? Okay. You see the maturity in him. You see this. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you guys something. You don't want to be a placeholder. You don't want to be a placeholder. You do not want to be a placeholder for a guy that knows that you're not his wife, but he just enjoys your facilities. You don't want that. So you have to pay attention. What type of conversations is he having with you? Because men will always tell you how they feel. I'm telling you now, you see, men do not hide how they feel. They will always tell you. The problem with most women is they choose not to listen. Men will always tell you. What type of conversations are you guys having? That will let you know if you need to walk away or be a little bit patient. Because let me tell you something. My mom always tell me this, and I'm pretty sure some of you already know the saying. The patient dog eats the biggest bone. Period. And if you inspire to be a wife, and if you are a wife, then you know how important patience is. Because let me tell you guys, before I end this and start reading some dilemmas, we mature faster than men. To be a woman requires patience. Think about it. We have to grow a child. We grow humans. We have to be patient in the 9 months, right? To hold our baby. We got to be patient for the 7 days of us bleeding. Being a woman requires a lot of patience. So before you think about even being a wife or any of that, or you as a wife, you need to understand how to be patient. And some of you may ask, how do I be patient? Delayed gratification. What do I mean? You don't have to respond immediately when the words come to your head. Sometimes take a break. So, let me give myself 15 seconds to actually think about what it is I'm saying. Should I say this? Is this going to offend this person? Practice patience. Okay, you know what? I want to eat ice cream. But you know what? I'm not going to eat it now. I'm going to eat it at 8 p.m. Because I don't want my body to be so used to instant gratification. Instantly saying things and then regretting it. You want to delay. Start delaying yourself. I want to delay myself. You know what? I'm in traffic. You in traffic? Don't be rushing like, oh my God, I'm mad because I'm in traffic. You take your time like, oh, I'm in traffic. Okay, let me play some music. Let me be dancing. Let me do a little snap or whatever. I'm not going to eat at 12. I'm going to eat at 5. That delayed gratification teaches you how to be patient. Hello. Oh, baby, I gotta pour me up another glass. Oops. You would not believe that I broke about 2 of my wine glasses and now I gotta buy back. I'm so mad. But let's get into some of these dilemmas. Hey, bestie, my name is blank. I'm 21 years old, have dated a lot of guys who most times we have sex on our first meeting. They always end up cheating on me and breaking up with me. They even go as far as hitting me. Woo! Let me tell you something. The last time my ex put hands on me, I put 4 cocos on that man's forehead. That man had another coconut growing from his coconut head. Yeah. I did that. I said, yeah. The first time, I let it go. Second time, let it go. Third time, I said, bitch, you know what? We in the field. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. And then I called some men to beat his ass. He was just lucky that the men were like, oh, no, we're respectful. We don't want to come. We want to settle. I said, no, I didn't call you to come settle shit. I called you to beat his ass. Anyway, sorry, guys. I got a story for everything. The most painful part of everything is they don't spend on me. Please, what should I do to make men value me, respect me, and spend on me? First of all, babes, you should not be giving up any cocoa. Any cocoa in the first encounter. You're being too loose. I know you're 20. So I know you're 20, so I'm going to have a little grace. As a 20-year-old woman, you should not be allowing any man to crack your eggs on the first date. If he's not going to spend any money, if he doesn't inspire to spend any money, next caller. Yeah. There's always going to be someone that's going to give you money. They should impress you first. They should show you they're valuable enough to be in your life. And then you make the decision of if you want to give him your body. A lot of you think, at 20, in your 20s, you think that giving a man your body is going to make him spend more on you and value you. But that's the complete opposite. He already knows you're young. So now, because you listen to Bestie Next Door, you're not stupid. You're going to be like, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, you're not sleeping with me because you took me to a 5-star restaurant. That's beans. Listen, do not be the 20-year-old that sleeps with men all because they take you to a nice 5-star restaurant and that was your first time. Don't be stupid. After you eat the food, the next morning you're going to the bathroom. Yeah. You can't take the food you ate from the restaurant and pay the bills. No. So if a guy is pursuing you, he needs to show he's valuable. He needs to add some type of substance. So you have to act like you're used to lifestyle. The reason why most of these older guys take advantage of you guys in the early 20s is because you guys act like you're not used to shit. You act like, oh my God, I'm in a Rolls Royce. Oh my God, I'm in a Ferrari. Oh my God, and that's why they be like, oh, once they see you excited, they're like, oh, okay, 1K is good for her. But a man knows not to play those games with someone that's in their late 20s and 30s. Because, sir, I've been to many 5-star restaurants. Yeah. I don't have time for that. So you gotta start emulating this mindset of my body is very precious. And you may feel like, oh, but nobody's talking to me because I'm not letting them crack my eggs. That's good. Quality over quantity. You don't want quantity of men telling you good morning and they can't even give you $1,000 because $500 right now is not even enough. 1,000. You don't even want to talk to those guys. You want to have quality men. 1 or 2, 3 guys on your roster that you know that you can ask for 5K. That can afford to take you on a trip, that can buy you some bags, that can invest in your business, that can help you with your school fees. So if you can't get any of that in the first month, you should not. That's why you need to delay giving a man your body in your early 20s. Delay giving them so you can know what they provide. Because a man will do the utmost just to crack your eggs. Remember that are in your 20s. Listen up very clearly. A man will do whatever to crack your eggs, especially they know you're young. So you have to delay as much as you can to see what type of value he's going to add to your life. Can I get a hello? Hello. So that's my advice to you, baby girl. Now the next one. Hey, bestie, I'm 31. I'm dating married men, but for them to give me money, it's a struggle. If I tell a man first time meeting that I don't need any relationship, I just need money, we do the thing, you give me what I want, they don't agree with it. My question now, what should I do for a married man to give me money? Because right now I'm single. First of all, number one, you're actually nuts. I think you are nuts. I think that you're actually crazy because as a single woman, you shouldn't, the fact that that's the curse. Yeah. That's actually your curse because you're actively going after married men and expecting them to give you money. That's the curse. They're not giving you money because you're expecting it. You see, let me let you guys understand something. In life, there's a cause and effect. Cause and effect. So the effect is your cause is married men, and the effect is they're not going to give you money. They're going to take advantage of you and dump you to the side because now you're cheap. Because it's one thing where married men keep chasing you, and it's another thing when you deliberately go after married men because you're like, oh, I don't want no commitment. Babes, you know what? Cut all this long talk. Just say I'm a proxy and I'm looking for money. I use my body to get money because that's what I'm getting. That's exactly what I'm getting from what I just read. First of all, hands up, cash out. If you want to be like that, again, bestie don't judge. I'm bestie next door. I don't judge. If you want to sell your body for money, that's fine. That's your choice. I don't suggest it because there's so many different ways to make money now. However, someone may not be ready to receive that information. If you decide to say, you know what, I want to deal with married men for money. I want to deal with married men for money. I don't suggest it. But if you decide to, hands up, cash out. You should not be spreading or pulling your panties down for any married man until you have the funds in your hand. Hello. Let's read the next one. Hey, bestie, I'm 25. So I just met this guy about a month ago at work. We exchanged contacts the second time we met and had a good conversation. I can tell he likes me, but he's not as quick as I need him to be. I asked him about it and he goes, he's very shy. He doesn't want to do anything he's not sure I would like. And then goes, I should please feel free to disturb him anytime I want, as he's a very reserved guy. We finally have our first date, and he said he wants me to be his girl. Cool. Problem is he's really slow with it, and I need us to get to a point where I can ask him for things freely. Also, is it okay if I'm the one messaging to check on him all the time? Babes, first of all, number one, I want you guys to understand something. And I'm going to answer this question, and I'm going to say this in a general statement. Take your time. Enjoy the process of getting to know someone. What the fuck are you guys rushing for? What the fuck are you guys rushing for? Y'all be sitting here like swiping. Y'all be rushing into what? Enjoy the process of getting to know someone. Okay, he's taking it slow because he wants to be sure, and you should also take it slow as well. Most of you guys be rushing into situations, and then you later find out like, oh my God, bestie, I just found out he got 8 kids and 6 baby mamas. Oh, but had you had took your time to actually do some digging to know who he truly is, you would have known that before you got so emotionally invested. Take your time and enjoy the process of getting to know someone. Stop rushing. I know that, because of social media, TikTok, Instagram, we all want that instant. Everything got to be fast. No, take your fucking time, because you never know who a man truly is. Men wear a lot of masks. They know how to put on poker face. You have to take time to wipe off the poker face to see who that man truly is behind that mask. Hello. And I want to clock this. You asked me, is it okay if you're the one messaging him all the time to check in? You see why I'm saying you should wait? Because you never know that as he's saying he's quote, quote, quote reserved, he probably has a girlfriend reserved somewhere else. Hello. Let's clock that T. Take your time. You shouldn't be the one always messaging him first. It should be an equal balance. But that's why I'm saying take your time, because you messaging him first. He probably got his eyes on somebody else, and he's probably keeping you as the just in case, the replacement. Yeah. Keeping you as the replacement. Yeah. Clock it. Hello. Let's read the next one. Hey, bestie, I don't know if I'm overreacting. The guy I'm dating has changed totally. This is not how we started. He stopped giving me money. When I asked him, he will postpone it. So on Thursday, I went to his place and I stepped over to arranging his travel bags. When I asked him where he's going, he said that he's traveling and he didn't tell me about it. So yesterday I chatted him and now he's not responding till now. Babes, he's probably blowing out another girl's back. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it just like that. Yeah. There's another girl that's more interesting that's blowing his mind, blowing his brains out, and he's blowing her back out. I'm sorry. Yeah. The only time a man goes ghost is probably for 2 reasons. Number 1, he doesn't like you. And number 2, he got another girl somewhere else that he likes, that he's more infatuated with. Because when a man is not putting effort in you, he's definitely applying pressure to the next girl. Hello. So if I were you, I would take my L and carry it with pride and say, you know what? I'm thankful for everything he provided in this relationship while we were dating. But now I ain't no fool. I ain't no sucker. I listen to Bestie Next Door. So I ain't no sucker. No. He can enjoy the little side chick he got, but I'm going to move on gracefully. Okay? Let's read one more. Okay. Hi, bestie. I'm 22. Please, I can't let him go. I'm scared always. The last time he told me we should break up, and later he told me he's lying for that day going. He hasn't called. Okay, listen, I'm not reading that. The fact that you're scared. Sorry, listen, babes. You are 22 years old. I don't even want to read the whole thing because I'm gonna get irritated, and I'm gonna start turning up in here. You are 22 years old. There's no reason why you need to be holding on to any dust bunny of a boy. Okay? If he wants to go, open the door and let him go. There's no reason as a 20-something-year-old girl in your early 20s that you're holding on to any boy. I promise you, years come by, you're going to forget like, oh my God, I can't believe I was even holding on to Brandon. I can't believe I was even holding on to Anthony. Any man that wants to walk out your life, do not hold his ankles. Bitch, hold the door and say, yeah, you can go. Yeah. The door's right there to your left. To your left, please don't slam it. Yeah. That's how you need to be in your early 20s. Because when you start begging a man to stay, that's when they start playing games with you and they start manipulating you. They start making you feel like they are the prize. They are not the prize. Anytime a man wants to leave your life in your early 20s, you open the door. You say, oh, don't let the door hit you, please. Oh, don't slam my fucking door. Yeah. Don't slam my door. That's how you need to be. Do not ever make a man have that type of control over your emotions and over you. Because when a man has that type of control over you in your early 20s, you're going to crash out. And when you start crashing out, when you get older, you're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't have did all of that. I wasted all my time on this dust bunny. I could have been with somebody else that would have been treating me the way I deserve. Hello. And guys, I'm going to leave you with that. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever audio platform you're listening from, thank you for listening. If you're watching here on YouTube, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys already know the rest. Until we meet again.